Welcome, guys. I'm Daniel, and I'm with Sergio and Elena here on Hishka Studios. This is our first stream, and I'm glad to be with those two guys. Today, I want present the story, the goals, and another mechanics that you don't see usually in this part of the businesses. Uh, I want to start with presenting the team. So, with me a second. With you guys, on my left one, I have Elena, the lead designer. She is a really good as artist, and she is mainly working on the story and on the design of every art. With Sergio, with the that he is the program manager. He is the one leading all the project, and he is the one that has all the technology on his back, on his experience with the face analysis. By other hand, we have Eric, the lead design programmer, that he is working on everything related of the mechanics and the back stage of any game. Andres is the composer of all the music, and he will help us on little details like effects and another stuff. Herman is the lead artist, that he is the one building all the world, all the characters, making real all the concept art that Elena is creating. And me, I'm dealing with the marketing, and I'm the co-founder of Hyzca Studios. So let's take a look uh, of what we're doing right now. As you see, I want to present you Elena, that is here with us, and she will talk about the story, about the worlds, and another little part that is presenting Mariana and Raku, that they will be the main characters of the game. So, Elena, please tell us more about you.
Thank you. So my name is Elena, Elena Tarora, also Karen. I am from Colombia. I am an artist. I studied for fine arts here in Bogota, and mainly my work is like it does involve like kids illustration and editorial illustration because mainly I work as an illustrator, but also as an storytelling. Uh, I have worked for Target, Sara Kids, brands like that, but also very small projects and very uh, creative and in a very creative world. So I joined this project as a writer and as an illustrator to be able to make this story alive, uh, and that's like most of the part is like most of my part is doing the story development and the character design and the concept art of this game. So this is an adventure game and a puzzle game where Mariana, that is our main lead, lives her life. Mariana is a little girl, curious, caring, sometimes naughty, born in Colombia, in a little town in the early 50s. So we follow her with her friends and her family and her mom. Uh, that she her mom is called Margarita. So one day there is like this event, very unfortunate and terrible event that will change Mariana's life, and it would change her life completely, like in a one, well, very a really good change. No, not a good change. A good it's a change. I'm sorry, I am super nervous right now. But with the help of a necklace, she will be able to travel to another world, and she will find herself in this really different world where she doesn't belong, and that's when her travesía, that is journey in Spanish, begins. Mariana is going to go to different worlds and different like settings and environments, and really she doesn't know why she's there. Neither the player knows. She will only goes there, and she will trying to find some answers. Uh, with the need with only one company, she will make a lot of connections, and a lot of friends and enemies, but one of the most important ones will be Raku. Raku is this little guy uh, who is a creature that is able to travel uh, along with Mariana, and she will cultivate this friendship, and he will be like her pillar, the major influence in her new journey, and they will be like Ash and Pikachu. He will be like his sidekick, where he will advise and encourage her along the way. It's a journey full of like adventures, risks, and answers, and it would be like a physical journey because she will be traveling to this world. Each world, by the way, each world has its own characteristic color. So we will have yellow, red, green, blue, gray, and she will have this physical journey, but also like a spiritual one, because she will learn some things about herself, and also some family mysteries, and that will be very like striking for her, and well, you will have to see.
Thank you, Elena. Um, First of all, this is going to be a PC game. Travesia is in development right now. We took to build the story 9 months prior to start all the development. Why? Well, in the industry, you have to create something called a development book or development guide, and that's what we were trying to do, and we did. We are really proud to take all the imagination to the magical worlds that Elena and the team created around that time. So thank you, Elena. Now we're going to give the space to our project manager, Sergio, that he will talk about the phase analysis. So Sergio, please start.
Thank you so much, Lionel. My name is Sergio Pulido. I am a biomedical engineer from Bogota, Colombia. Some here might know me in the Twitch community as Antibulos. So, yeah, for anyone who didn't know, my real name is Sergio. I've been working on biomedical engineering and signal analysis and image analysis at my university for 6 years now. And I've always worked with human-computer interfaces, brain-computer interfaces, and different stuff that help people by using biofeedback and different techniques that help them improve their health. So one of the main ideas we had in the game for Travesia was, what if we can bring all this technology of computer vision, face detection, face analysis to the entertainment industry? So that's where we started thinking about using face analysis particularly in order to create different feedback to the game by using reactions of the user that's playing the game. And this might be passive or active input, as I will tell you later. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the three pillars we're going to be using for face analysis in Travesia. First, we have face detection. As you can see in that video, I am moving really quickly. I am rotating my face. I am zooming in, zooming out, and the system, the face detection system, always detects me. This was really hard work that I had in the past few months, in which I detected the faces by using deep learning. And I think it will be really useful for Travesia in the future, as we will know what's the position of the player at any given point, and how this can affect the outcome in the game. As you can see, the face, please go back a little bit to the last slide. Thank you. As you can see from this video wasn't modified in any way. This is a raw, a raw video. And in here, you can see that the face detection is done very accurately and at the same time, very fast. Please go to the next slide. The second pillar that we're going to be using in Travesia for face analysis is the facial landmarks. We can see here that there are 68 key landmarks that are found around the face, mainly in the eyebrows, in the eyes, in the nose, in the mouth, and in the contour of the face, which also allows for face rotation. Why is this important? Because when we detect in an accurate way all of these key landmarks, we are able to characterize in some way the facial expression of the player. We can see that whenever I open my eyes, whenever I open my mouth, even if I rotate, the landmarks are well placed. This means that we can detect if the person blinks, if the person raises the eyebrows. Using all of the landmarks, we can also use more general characteristics that show the overall facial expression of the person, as I will show right now. Let's go to the next slide. Finally, the third pillar that we're using is an overall detection of the position and orientation of the face. You can see in this video that whenever I move even if it's very quickly, the program can detect my overall horizontal and vertical position, as well as my face rotation, which will be used in Travesia in different points in the game to change the outcome of some of the mini games and different events that happen in the game. Okay, can you go to the next slide? Thank you. Okay, so how can these three pillars be used in the game? Well, in the past, I've been using it to detect basic facial expressions, namely neutral expression, happiness, surprise, fear, or anger. As you can see from this video, you don't even have to overreact in order for the system to detect what's your basic facial expression. You can do a little change in your eyebrows, a little change in your cheeks, in your mouth, and the game will, and the algorithm will quickly detect what's your facial expression. It is important to note that this is just an example of what can be done with face analysis, and it's not exactly what we'll be doing in Travesia for face analysis. Just a little gimmick that we have, a little demo that we have about what we can do. Go to the next slide, please. Finally, we're going to be talking about how has this been implemented in the video game that we've been creating. I present to you MiniTravesia. We'll be talking about MiniTravesia a little bit more. Daniel will be explaining what is MiniTravesia, what can we expect of it. But basically, what you need to know right now is that this was our first attempt at creating a minigame that is completely controlled by face analysis. You don't need to use your keyboard. You don't need to use tabs on your phone. The only thing you need to play this game is your facial expression, your face, and the game analyzes what you are doing and uses it as feedback for the game in real time. Okay, so I'll go back to Daniel, who will tell us more about what we can expect in this stream.
Alright, guys. So, give me just 1 second. I want to show you something really good about Travesia. It is glad for me to present MiniTravesia that will be shown near on the market on the Play Store near to our or around May. And that game was really hard to create, not only because that technology, the technology that we are using, the camera, it consumed the consumption of the battery is big, and not only the consumption of the battery, but all the processes behind that technology is extremely hard to manipulate on a mobile processor. So I will show you another stuff in the future, how they are, and how they will impact all the process. Let's start with the presentation again. Will give me a second. Thank you, Sergio. Continue, please, with the challenges that we have.
Okay, now that you guys have seen a little bit of what can we do with face analysis, we will also show you what are some of the challenges we have with this technology. And we wanted to make a big emphasis on this because we at Hyzca Studios want to be really transparent with you. So this is what you can always expect of us. We want you guys to be part of the development of Travesía and of the updates that we will be doing to MiniTravesia. So let's go into the challenges. The first challenge we have is the decision between using a passive input and an active input. What does it mean? Passive input is whenever you change the outcome of the game without even realizing it or without intention. So as you can see in this video, this is an example of passive input. In this video, you can see that the player is chatting with another character inside a video game. And at that moment, he joins. At that moment, the other character detects this yawn and asks us as the player if we are tired. In this case, the yawn wasn't intentional, but however, it changes the outcome in the game. And we wanted to implement this in Travesia in some points. We want the player to be aware that whatever they do during the game, even if they are not realizing it, is going to be detected. And this is important because I'll be going to be talking about privacy now later, and but rest assured that we know that this can be something that concerns you. Okay, go to the next slide, please. Okay, this is another example that we have of a passive input. Here, the player was playing the game as usual, as normal. However, at one point, his phone rang and he had to leave. At that point, the other character asks, "Where did you go?" This is just another example that we have of how can this technology be used in a passive way, because the player may not have realized that the game stopped detecting him. But it is important to note that that is the case, and that that can change the outcome of the game in crucial or even in aesthetic ways that don't change a big deal of the story. So yeah, those were the two examples we have of passive input, and the other we had was active input, which you already see in MiniTravesia. So we're going to be playing a video of how is MiniTravesia going to be played. Meanwhile, Daniel will be talking a little bit more about what's the game, what can you expect of it. So, Daniel?
All right. So this is a runner game. Like I told you before, it's a game that will be out on the Play Store on May, and with all the characteristics that you will see in a little surprise that we have for you in just a minute. Uh, what can I appreciate right now is the precision of the face tracking. Every time that I open my mouth, it will jump, and there's like a little lines that will tell me where I have to go with my face. And my left side, I have the life that will be the color falling apart every time that you get hit by something. And another little part of the game is if you want to roll, you just have to lay down and the game will detect your position and it will make the Marianita roll. I'm sure if I miss something, you're not talking right now. Sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I was telling that that was a really great explanation. However, as you said, we have a little surprise where people can check how will Travesia. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. Please go to the next slide. Okay, so that was our first challenge, deciding in moments where we want the game to be to have a passive input and to have an active input. We want to have both of them, but at this moment we don't know the exact formula to make it as it feels natural, and we are working on it. The second challenge we have is the face detection integration in the game. And it is an important challenge, not in a technical way, but in a design way. Why? Because we want all of these features of face analysis be present in our game and enhance the overall experience of the game. However, we don't want people that don't have a webcam feel left out. We want everyone to enjoy the game, even if you don't have a webcam. So what we want to do for Travesia and for all our projects in Hyzca Studios, all our future projects that will be coming to PC, is that the game feels complete even without these features. So you can rest assured that even if you don't have a camera, you will be able to enjoy the full game, the full experience, because the camera will only be a gimmick. A gimmick that we think is very interesting, that will really improve the experience, but it is not mandatory to have it. So yeah, the main point is that you can rest assured that it will never be necessary to have a camera to play any of our PC games. Please go to next slide. Okay, the third challenge we have is the simultaneous camera use. Cameras can be used by two applications simultaneously. This is just how operating systems work, and there's little we can do about it. However, we know that there might be people that might be using their camera for a second application at the same time as they play our game. They might be in voice call, they might be streaming, and they couldn't be using the camera in both applications at the same time. This is an issue we are aware is happening, and we still don't have the solution. But rest assured that we are working hard to make this transparent for you seamlessly, in order so you guys are able to play our game at the same time as you stream or you do your different activities. Again, as I told you before, we're telling all of you this because we want to be transparent about what we're doing and what are our goals in the future. Please go to the next slide. And finally, as I told you before, a big challenge we have is the privacy. We are aware that people might not feel comfortable playing a video game that is analyzing all of their moves in real time. We are aware that that now that technology, that there has been many issues with bad use of technology. We want you guys to know that we at Hishka Studios take this problem very seriously. So we want to know for you guys to know from now that no one, not any of our final products will never store information originating from your camera. None of it. However, it is important to note that the beta tests may store information with the sole purpose of improving the quality of the face analysis system. But whenever this happens, all of the beta testers can be rest assured that this will be the sole purpose of it. And we will be telling all of our beta testers exactly when and how the information is going to be stored. And again, we will not store this information for any other purpose. And to make emphasis on this, we will never give information originating from your camera to third parties. We will be the only people that will be accessing to that information. So yeah, that's all the challenges I wanted to tell you guys about face analysis. It is important to talk about them because this is a novel technology. Face detection has been present in the world for more than 40 years now, but its use in the video game industry is not being widely used. And as pioneers in this area, we want you guys to be rest assured that we are doing our best to make it an enjoyable experience. So yeah, back to you, Daniel. Please tell us more about all the stuff we have in the stream.
Perfect, guys. I want to explain something more about the goals that we have. And there's a lot of work on the back, like we told you, and but there's more work on the front. So I want to present you a timeline that will explain better what we did and we are going to do. What we are going to do. Here is, guys. So, um, with all the job that we did, I want to start from the beginning. 2021 February, Sergio and I came with the idea of creating games. And he told me about the facial analysis and with that technology, how that technology can be involved into video games. And on May, we came uh, with our new team member Elena to start building the story, the characters, and the worlds, the magic worlds that you will see in the future. On July, everything that we were thinking about, we were imagining, and everything that we write in paper, it came at life with the first concept arts. Those arts were amazing. Obviously, there's different from the things that we have now, but it was just incredible to see what we were imagining for that time. In December, with all the thinking, with all the effort, after 9 months of creating and building something called the design document, we had the first version made of the design document. That document will be and is now the base of all the development of the game. So on 2022, on January, we begin the Travesía development of the game. We started coding, we started making the 3D um, version of everything that you will see in the future, and creating and giving life with animations, with sound, to everything that we thought that it was just a dream. In January, there's another part that I want to share with you guys, and is we completed the team with Andres. He joins on January to start building the music. At March, the idea of the development of MiniTravesia came out, and just taking that technology to the mobiles, it was crazy, but we made it. And you will see on May the publish of MiniTravesia to the Play Store. On September, we will have a Kickstarter campaign, not only because we want to create more stuff, but we need a bigger team to create something that we miss, or a lot that we miss from the designed document. That is, the game has another storylines. So I hope, or we hope, with your help, we will have enough resources to create those storylines that they between them they will be together at an extremely and incredible story. On October will be the end of the campaign, and we will share with you everything around the Kickstarter goals. With the with we'll do everything that we told that we are going to do. On March of 2023, it's going to be the launch on Steam of the PC version of Travesia, the one that you will be able to buy and test and help us to create a better game. With all the feedback, we will have in July the published of Travesia, the last version, obviously for all the project, and we will call it a product. So here we are, and I want to share you with to you the little but exciting surprise. But first, I want to talk more about the streaming cycles. This channel will show you different stuff that Sergio will talk about it.
Thank you so much, Reno. So, what I want to talk about now is about the future of the Hyzca Studios Twitch channel. We don't want this channel to be something that we use every few months when we have something important to publish. We want it to feel like a really alive channel. We want to interact with you guys, make you guys part of the development of Travesía, of all of our games, and to let you guys meet us a little bit more and to know you guys better, so we can create different worlds together. So what we want to do here is we're going to be having two types of streams from now on. The first type of stream we're very excited about. It's what we call the stream cycles. And what are the stream cycles? Basically, we want that at different points in the development of Travesía and our games, you're involved in this development. So what does that mean? For example, let's say that in some point we want to create a new secondary character. At this point, we will be having a first stream with Karen, in which she will be designing this character that we're having, which involves not only the physical form of the character, but their goals, their personalities, different stuff about them. And we want you guys to be able to manipulate and to help us forge these characters. So in this first stream, you'll be able to tell Elena what would you want from the character, if you want different accessories. You can talk to her about what do you think about Travesía, and basically together create this character from a 2D perspective. In a second stream, Herman, our lead artist, will be modeling this character in the 3D world. He'll be forming this character as it will be seen in Travesía. And finally, in third stream, we'll be having Eric, our lead programmer, or me, integrating this character in Unity, the modern with the engine that we use to create our video game. Here you can see about how it's going to be programmed, how we're going to be implementing the different animations. Maybe if it has to do with face analysis, we'll be seeing a little bit of that. And in this way, from these three streams, you can be part of the development from scratch, from the design to the final integration of characters into the game. So this is going to be the first type of streams we're going to be having in this channel, in this Twitch channel. The second type is streams that may not have to do directly with Travesía, but will help us to know you guys better and will help you know us better. In this second type of streams, we're going to be having different workshops or classes in which we're going to be showcasing some of our abilities as game developers. So, for example, you can check in one stream Elena talking about color theory, or Herman talking about how to animate a character and implementing it into Unity, or Eric teaching us different classes about how to program for game development, or me talking about face analysis. All of these streams, both types of streams, you can be rest assured that will be beginning very shortly. We don't have the date for the first stream, but please stay tuned to our social media, and there you will be able to check when is our first stream.
Thank you, Sergio.
Okay. No, thank you, Daniel. Are you ready?
So as you hear, everything that we are going to develop, we want to share with you, not only in the streams but in the social media. The social media has a little has some limitations of showing you all that we can show. So that's why we create, or we are going to build those streams. So I'm very excited to share with you, talk with you. Hopefully, we will have another spaces that we just can chat together and present you little jokes, little talks about not only the game but the life itself as a game development. So the surprise that we had until now is that we are going to have a challenge. Sergio, I challenge you to play MiniTravesia, and let's see which of us will be alive the longest time inside the game. So,
Bring it on. I'm ready.
Karen, can you please say something before we start? Or
Like 1, 2, 3, go.
awesome, thank
Exactly.
you. So I need to prepare everything. I will be out, or we will be out for just 1 minute while we open the game and we start building everything to share it to you. Uh, be patient, it's just 1 minute, and see you in just a short time. All right. So we're back. Right now, what I'm going to do is to calibrate the game. First, I have to type on calibrate. This game will work by reading your facial expressions. Play this game in a room with sufficient light. Also, try to play with no objects in the background. We'll show you how the game detects your face, and tap the screen once you think your lighting and background settings are well. Let's see. Wait a second, I have to check everything.
Daniel, I think we don't have Spanish.
Okay, cool. Let's continue, guys. Oh, I had a little problem. Wait me a second. Alright, we're back. As you saw, that was the problem with the calibration with the camera, that you can't use the camera on two applications at the same time. I had to just deactivate the camera, and now I'm able to pass through everything. Now I'm here. This is the calibration phase. The game is telling me that the light's condition and my face was detected. So yes, it feels a little weird, uh, but it works, and it works really, really good. Okay, now we're ready to begin the calibration phase. Click each button wherever your face is placed at the left, center, or right of the screen, respectively. So I want to be this one to be my left, I want to be this one to be the center, and I want to be this one to be the right. It's asking if I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Which of these expressions you prefer as an input inside the game? Blink, raise eyebrows, or open mouth? I'm going to do raise eyebrows.
Okay, I'm going to do open mouth.
Cool. Let's start with the baseline. Stay without moving your brows for 5 seconds. So I'm just going to stay. I prefer not to talk at that time, but because it's only my eyebrows, usually you don't move a lot your eyebrows when you talk, but I prefer. So give me another 5 seconds to write my eyebrows. Okay, now we're ready to begin. Enjoy the game, and remember, we appreciate all feedback. Okay, so because this is a competition, I want to start at the same time with you, Sergio. You ready? Perfect. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm really nervous. Let's see. Okay. Everything's working. Can I do a roll? Yes, perfect. Let's see.
And I can. Nice.
So we have something really interesting on this version, and is by the time pass through, the difficulty will be higher and higher. Right now, oh no! Right now, I got hit. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
This whole
And
discovery.
it will be really fast once we pass through certain time. Oh no, I didn't stay in the same part. How are you doing, Sergio?
I'm afraid to talk.
You talk.
I'm using the mouth.
If you talk, obviously Marianita will jump. So just don't talk. Okay, it's getting faster.
Okay. Ready to lose?
I guess. His wow, his version is going extremely fast. That's incredible. That's crazy, man. You're flying. I can't believe it. And I'm going to lose at this speed. I can't deal with that. Let's see.
You're doing great.
Wow, that one is really fast. I
Oh.
can't believe how fast it is. Oh, yes, I'm safe.
Don't
Oh.
die, Marianita.
I'm cheating. Da da da. Wow. This looks like I'm playing with the previous version of the
Are
game.
you?
Yes.
Is it that low version? Come on.
This one is the
Cheating.
play version. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm just suffering here.
Yeah, I know.
Sergio going like.
I'm really,
I'm
really fast.
suffering.
Don't talk or you die.
I love this game.
So
No,
as you
I
see,
shouldn't be the one saying this, but I love this game.
so those little stuff. No.
Come on, what am I doing?
This is like the game of the rabbit and the turtle. You remember? And one is
Oh
like
yeah.
it is
That,
a race,
It's
and one is like
No, I lost.
Yay! I
lost.
won! Woo!
You cheater.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. So
Anyway.
give me a little second that we have to turn on the cameras and everything. Just a second. Okay.
Okay, let's do this again.
Let's do this again. As we discussed with the team, and as we see in the comments, they want the revenge, a new try. So let's going to start in 3, 2.
Wait, did you calibrate the new version?
I guess I calibrate the new version. Okay, let me do it really quick.
Yeah, make sure.
Okay. This time I'm going to give you an advantage. I will
An advantage.
use another way to play. So right now I will use blink to jump. So I'm blinking a lot right now, so I think it's an advantage for you. Let's see. Woo! I'm not sure why, but when you want to have your eyes open for 5 seconds, just thinking about it, it's harder than just doing it in a normal way. And then I have to blink a lot. Okay, I'm ready.
That's it.
Okay, now you count back, please.
Karen, please make us the honor.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey,
Okay, perfect.
not cheating this time.
Not cheating. I can jump when I blink. I don't want to lose. Oh no.
Something that I want to say while they are gaming, playing,
Oh,
and I want to say that the calibration is has to be done just one time. I mean, and not every time that you will have to play, you have to calibrate. So
Right.
yeah, only the first part.
but
So
if you want to change how you want to play, you have to calibrate again. Like me.
For some reason. Okay.
So, for those who are new, this is MiniTravesia. This is a game that we developed in order to see, like, it started as a tester, but then it became a game on its own, and it would be launched on mobile. So, just for you to know.
I have to be more concentrated. Sorry guys. This one is another level.
You don't see me on the chat. Maktub Maya told us like, want to see Elena play? Well, I can't. I am very bad at playing, so it won't be not as fun and not nearly
No.
as.
For real? Yes, I won! I can't
Okay,
believe it.
so that we will convince Elena to play, and we
Woo!
will have it in our YouTube channel.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to just
She will not
do
escape this.
roll, 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 roll. And move, move. Another hit, and the last one. Hit. Okay, perfect. I go 17,000 points, and Sergio got 14,000.
In my defense, I got 22,000 or 24,000, something like that.
Last
The
time.
first time.
Okay, let's do something. Let's call it a draw.
Okay, let's call it a draw for now.
Not fair at all.
Okay, so just give us 2 seconds. We have to turn on the cameras for the stream, and we'll be back. One. All right. So this is the final part of the presentation, and like you see, it's really entertainment. You see weird faces when you play, and it's really funny. And you can stay in that game a lot of time. It's a little addictive, and I really enjoy how the game is uh like evolving. We will have the first version for the Play Store in May. So wait for it, and on social media we will share when you can get it. Right now, the second part or the last part of this presentation is going to be answering some questions from the public. So let's see what we have. Um,
Yes. Loco, yes, told us he he made a question about Mariana and what we will feel playing with her. So I'll be answering this question in uh, the story part. But I don't know if you want to have an addition of what I'm gonna say. So Mariana, in most of the game, she will be like 17 years old. Uh, and she's like this strong and very sporty and very independent character. And you will discover like this world with her, like because she doesn't know anything about these new worlds, and so the player. So we will discover the new things along her side, and we will take risks, and we will face a lot of challenges with enemies, with creatures that you wouldn't know if they are friends or not friends or enemies or whatever. So it would be um, very strange, and I think it would be like not just an adventure, but it would be fierce. It would be sometimes it would get scary. Sometimes it would be get emotional, and I I want Mariana to feel like a friend. So yeah, I think that's how you will feel playing with her. But I don't know if Sergio needs to add something or Daniel.
I think you explained it beautifully. Seriously.
yes. This game will have a camera above. It's a isotropic. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right term.
Isometric?
Isometric camera, similar to different games like Tunic. That game, indie game, came out of like a 1 month ago. It will have similar scenarios, and it will use almost the same camera as that one. Do we have another
Uh,
question?
yes, yes. Maktub Maya asks us, what can I do if I want to help you as a tester?
Okay, I think I can answer that one. Um, well, as we told you guys from the timeline, at the moment we're still in a really early development of the game. However, we really do appreciate all your support as beta testers. As you can see, this is we are doing some novel technology that we're not really sure how will it be received by the public. So definitely we will be posting in our social media whenever the position for or the voluntary for beta tester is open. At the moment, there isn't no way to help us, but rest assured that in the future, and I mean like in the final months of this year or the early months of next year, we will be asking you guys for your help as beta testers. This will not only be for the common testing that is done in any game, where you guys will be able to feel the combat and the user interface and all of the game mechanics that we have prepared, but also a test for, as I told you earlier, for all the phase analysis section of it. So though this will be different beta tests, as we know that some people may not feel comfortable helping us with the phase analysis section. But again, just be just keep attention with our social media, and you will be know more information about it.
Yes, as he said, on the stages of the testing the game, we hope it will be late on this year and early months of next year. As I remember, this will be a PC game, which you can, or we hope you will use with a medium specs. Why? Because we're using camera technology. This, like I told you before, if in a mobile we have a little problems with that technology that we already like deal with them in the lower parts of the specs of a chip computer, it may not work. We need something just in the medium side, and with a regular camera you can use like whatever you have, and it will be enough. Nowadays we have cameras from 1 megapixels or above, and that's more that the game will need to take the mechanic. We have another question, by the way.
Yes, Jojo Bomb 34335 asks us, how long will the gameplay be?
Oof,
Okay.
that's a good question.
Yeah. We at the moment, in the hopes of being as transparent as you with you as possible, at the moment we can't assure you an exact number of hours that will take the game to complete, because we're still in early stages of development. However, what we can estimate here is that the game will take somewhere around 6 hours and 12 hours to complete, just like the main gameplay,
Sorry.
without doing 100 completion.
Obviously, because it's an indie game, the price tag will be near to the regular price tags of another indie games. We hope that the game will the price will be between $15 and with regular discounts through $10. It's a price that we know that will be enough, and we'll show you guys that we want to continue creating games here on Hishka Studios. That's our goal, and that's what we want to push really hard to do it in the future with the Kickstarter, with another stuff that we want to do in the future with MiniTravesia, and obviously in the final stage of the project with Travesia. Do you have another question?
No, but the people on the chat, they are amazing. I love you guys.
Thank you
you
very
for
much for
everything.
coming. I hear
I saw some comments that Loco helped us explaining, but I want for anyone who didn't see to check this comment. So Bensonoon 93 asks us if for MiniTravesia we could put an static threshold for what is left, center, or right. This was the plan for in the beginning. This is how we started with the development of MiniTravesia. However, we saw that as different cell phones have different positions for the camera, it was troublesome for some people to understand what meant to for the camera to be positioned in the center, in the middle, or in the right. So because of this, we decided to make this dynamic threshold in which people are able to decide their own thresholds in order for it to be more comfortable as a game. Yeah, that's one. There was another comment I saw that
I
was really interesting
check
in
on
the
it.
comments.
I want to talk about the comment about the inclusive, about the problems behind the face. So I'm sorry I lost your comment, but there was one person that talked about it. So yes, this game will be uh, as much inclusive as we can, and that's why all the mechanics will be mixed together, and we hope that we can give you all the power to maybe select which type of mechanics that you will use in the future. Obviously, we're going to do one that it will be automatic. You don't have to type anything, but for future reference, we hope that we'll have the options to give you the power to just be with your eyebrows, with your eyes, and with the movement. Not always will be with the mouth. It's just a mechanic that we test.
To add a
Colonel,
little bit, I'm sorry. To add a little bit to what Daniel just said, we want to clarify that these are two different sections that are both equally important. For some point, we want to have passive and active input to change different outcomes in the game. But apart from this, we are thriving and trying to achieve accessibility, full accessibility in the game. And as someone in the chat said, I think Maktub Maya said, this game, MiniTravesia, is completely usable by people with upper limb disability. And what we want with Travesia is not only to have some hybrid type of controls, but we will also try in the future to add different possibilities in which the game will be usable with people with limb disabilities, not only them, but also make it enjoyable for people with vision disabilities, hearing disabilities, and different stuff. We want our studio to be in the right side of history. Because as we have seen in the last few years, there has been a lot of debate of whether some games should be more accessible. And we want our games to be from in this side. We want all our games to be as accessible to as many people as possible. And this will be possible with all our camera and face analysis technology. I'm sorry, Karen. You were saying.
no, it's that Colonel Dupes one asked us when did you say the next stream will be? Right now, I don't think we have an exact
Date?
do we? No, I don't
No,
think so.
but it's going to be extremely soon. We'll have everything prepared. We just have to make some tests, and I guess we don't have like an exact date, but we hope this will be like in 2 weeks. We're going to start with the streams in 2 weeks or somehow.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically, please stay tuned with our social media, and you will knowing all the news there.
Yeah, keep an eye on us.
Yeah.
I got another comment that from Bensunum93. He said that it will be good to have like a map of adventures, and that map will show like little steps, like the style of Mario. I'm not sure if he's referring to the old Mario games.
The overworld, basically.
Exactly, and well. Right now we have maps. Let me show you really quick. That maps will show where you are, and you will have the possibility. Right now we have. I'm not sure, Sergio, if you can help me with this, but you can uh mark the map to have like a little sense of where you were, what you have to
I think
do.
I Yeah, I think Ben. I'm not really sure, but I think Ben is talking about MiniTravesia, not Travesia. Um, please correct me if I'm wrong. If you're talking about MiniTravesia, the game we just showed here on the stream, we hadn't thought about it, but it is a really interesting feedback because we were thinking about how could we access new difficulties for the game and new biomes and new scenarios. So we will be taking it into account for future update of Mini Travesia.
Yes. Thank you,
However,
Sergio.
if you were talking about Travesia, yes, the game will be an adventure game, very similar to old school Zelda, to Tunic, to Death's Door, in which the player will be able to locate themselves in the game and different important places where they can be, and also place markers in the game in order to check important places that they want to check in the future.
Yeah, there will be a lot of maps. Each world has its own map, and you will see that some of the maps will be a great help for you to like know where you are, but some of others it will be a little bit trickier. So yes, you have to play it to see that.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, guys, for coming. I think we're done with the comments and questions. So,
Thank
um,
you so
thank you for
much
coming. This
for
is
everything.
our first stream. We hope, like we told you, in 2 weeks. But we don't know. We almost sure we will start maybe with art, maybe with 3D uh, design, maybe with animation, maybe with face analysis. We have a lot of to share with you guys on this stream and this channel. So stay tuned and see you next time. Thank you for coming.
See you. Bye.
Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, and thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Karen. I know I said that maybe we should end the stream with music of the game. However, I was wondering if we could rate some awesome streamer to share the love with someone else.
Yeah.
Daniel.
Um. Okay. Can you repeat me that, please?
I was saying that as we have a lot of awesome people here in the stream, I was thinking about sharing the love and raiding another channel, another Twitch channel
Oh, cool.
with all
Yes.
our awesome viewers.
Sorry. Let's see. I will need a little help. I'm not sure if I can do it from
Um,
here.
you can do it from OBS. I can help you with that.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Um. Very well. I'll show you. I have a really good target for this, so I will give it to you.
I will put some music. Oh, okay. Is that easy? I just have to type that in the.
Yeah, just type that in the chat.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Hope to see you
everyone,
again, guys.
thank you so much. Thank you, Ben Sunun. Thank you, Alejandro. Thank you, Chochiraton. Thank you, Colonel Dubs. Thank you, Maya. Thank you, everyone who was here.
See
Love
you
you guys.
until next time. Bye.
See you.
Right.